Welcome to Small Victories Yoga. I'm Melissa, and in this session we're going to be doing a full body vinyasa flow. You don't need any props, and as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we're going to begin in child's pose at the back of our mats. Bring your thighs together to touch, arms long at your sides, and rest your forehead on the mat. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Taking a moment or two here to settle into your practice. Start to bring your awareness to the sound of your breathing, slow and deep in and out of your nose. If you'd like, you could do a gentle rock side to side. And if you'd like to set an intention for this practice, feel free to go ahead and do that. If you're interested, my affirmation suggestion is I plant seeds of love. My thoughts are seeds. What I plant, I become. My thoughts are seeds. I plant what I love. I plant seeds of love. Reach your arms long in front of you. Spread your fingers really wide and then roll up onto your hands and your knees. Bring your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. And we'll start with some cow cat. So you inhale, lifting the tail and the shoulders. You gaze up. Exhale, arch your back, cat, as you exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Couple more. Moving at your own pace. Moving to the rhythm of your breath. And then come to a flat spine. And if at any time your wrists get sensitive, you could go ahead and make fists with your hands or point your fingers out slightly. And we'll begin with a little bit of spinal balancing. So kick the left leg straight back, pressing the hands into the mat to lengthen the arms. You can keep the hands rooted into the mat, or you could reach the right arm forward. Thumb up, pinky down, getting long. And then return everything to the mat, and we'll switch sides. Right leg kicks back, left arm reaches forward, getting as long as you can, pulling the limbs in towards the center of your body. Calm breathing. Return everything to the mat. We'll do it again. Left leg back, right arm forward, finding your balance. And then this time we'll add a little flow. So bring your knee and your elbow together to touch, and then lengthen it out. Knee to elbow, lengthen. Knee to elbow, that's 3. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We hold it together, knee to elbow. And then lengthen it out. Release everything down. We'll switch sides. Right leg back, left arm forward. Find your balance. And then we add that flow. Knee to elbow, lengthen it out. Knee to elbow, lengthen. Keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We hold together. Lengthen it out. Everything returns to the mat, and we'll do it one more time. Kick the left leg back, reach the right arm forward, and then this time reach the right arm out to the right and the left leg out to the left. Lift the limbs high, calm breathing. Return everything to center, release. This is it, last time. Kick the right leg back, reach the left arm forward, get long, out to the sides. Calm breathing as you lengthen that right arm. Back to center, release everything to the mat. Curl your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Walk your hands all the way back toward your feet. And we'll find a gorilla pose, so turn the palms of your hands up to face the sky, and then step on your hands. Toes all the way up to your wrists. Drop your head. Can shake your head out, yes and no. Can give your tail a little shake if you'd like. Calm breathing here. And then release your hands, heel toe your feet together to touch. With a gentle bend in your knees, start to rise up. Reach your arms over your head, interlace your fingers. Turn the palms of your hands up to face the sky and then go over to the right side. Back to center, getting long, over to the left. Back to center. Release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back. Start to look up, lift your heart up, bending back. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you stand tall, tuck your chin, bend forward, nose to your knee. See if you can touch your nose to your knee and then straighten your legs as much as you can. Calm breathing. And then release your hands to a halfway lift. So hands either on the shins or on the mat. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, place your hands on the mat if they're not. And then you're going to lift the right leg straight out to the right side as if you have a string attached to your heels. And the height of the lift doesn't matter. Just breathing here nice and calm as you hold it. And then return that foot to the mat. We'll switch legs, left leg lifts, calm breathing. And then bring that foot back to the mat. Squat down into a chair pose. Reach your arms up, triceps glued next to your ears. Sink as deep as you can. Calm breathing here. Remembering that mantra. I plant seeds of love. Take one last inhale. Bring your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Fold forward, nose to the knee as you gracefully straighten your legs. Arms tumble over your head. And then release, halfway lift. Walk it into a downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog to walk it out if it felt good. Stretching out through the hips. Alternating, pressing your heels down towards the mat. And then when you're ready, lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, peeling the hip open, knee to the sky. And if you like to circle the ankle and spread the toes, feel free to do that. And then go ahead and straighten that leg. Flex your foot, toes pointing to the right edge of your mat. Extend that leg straight out to the right. And then bend the knee, pull it into your chest. We'll do that 2 more times. Kick it back. Point the toes to the right, extend the leg out, and then pull it into the chest. 1 more time. Kick it back, extend the leg out, pull the knee into the chest, and then step the foot between your hands. Warrior 1 as you rise up. Sinking here, take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your arms behind you, interlace the fingers. Look up, lift your heart and gaze to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, bow forward into a humble warrior, dropping your head and your shoulders inside that right knee. Keep breathing. And then release your hands to the mat. Circle the left arm straight up to the sky, leaning back. Now you can keep the right fingers on the mat or bring the forearm to the thigh, up to you. Start to lean back, getting long. Extend that top arm over your head. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, come on up, warrior two. Flip your front hand and reverse your warrior, sinking, reaching over, stretching it out. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, straighten that right leg, get even longer. Deep inhale. Exhale, arms out like a T. Reach forward and tip over, grabbing the shin or the ankle, coming into triangle, leaning back. Again, extending that top arm over your head. Inhale. On the exhale, you frame the front foot, step the back foot a little closer, gentle twist, belly over thigh, nose to your knee. From here, standing split, lift the left leg, toes to the sky. If you want to play around with balance, you could grab the ankle with one hand, two hands, or maybe not. Calm breathing. And then gracefully return that left foot to the mat, rise up, hands touch, bend back, center, swan dive, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath or two, walk it out. And we'll do the same thing on the left side. So go ahead, lift the left leg, bend the knee, peel the hip open, kneecap to the sky. If you want to circle the ankle and spread the toes, feel free. And then straighten that leg, toes point to the left edge of your mat. Extend the leg out to the left and then bend the knee, pull it into your chest. Two more times, kick it back. Reach that leg out to the left. Pull it into your chest. Last one, kick it back. Extend the leg to the left. Bend the knee, pull it in tight to your chest, and then step the foot through. Warrior one, rise up. Soften and sink. Reach those arms behind you, interlace the fingers, knuckles to the back heel, heart to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, you gracefully bow forward, humble warrior, drop your head, relax your shoulders, calm breathing. And then release the hands to the mat. Right arm circles up to the sky. You could bring the forearm to your thigh or not. Leaning back, extend that top arm over your head, just one inhale. Exhale, come up, warrior two. Flip your front hand and reverse your warrior. Sink deep into that front thigh. And then go ahead and straighten that leg, get even longer. Bring your arms out like a T. Reach forward, tip over, triangle. Extending the top arm over your head, deep inhale. On the exhale, you frame the front foot. Step the back foot a little closer. Take a bow here, nose to knee, belly to your thigh. Standing split, lifting the right leg straight up to the sky. Perhaps you decide to play with balance a little bit, grabbing the ankle with one hand, two hands. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, step the right foot next to the left, rise up, hands touch, go back, come to center and swan dive, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high push up. Come on down to your hands and knees again. Wrists and shoulders are in one line, knees and hips are in one line. And we'll do a couple more cow cats, lifting the tail and then arching the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And if you'd like, you could add some hip circles to this. If it feels good in your body, you do a couple in one direction and then you alternate, switching opposite direction. It should feel pretty good. And then when you're ready, come to a flat back. Again, if the wrists get sensitive, feel free to make fists with your hands. And we'll begin by kicking the left leg back. Now you can keep both hands on the mat if you'd like, or go ahead, reach the right arm forward, thumb up, pinky down. And this time we're going to pulse that lifted leg as high as you'd like. We'll pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Return everything to the mat. Kick the right leg back, reaching the left arm forward, or keep the hand to the mat. It's perfectly okay. And we'll pulse that lifted leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything returns to the mat. Just one more little thing here. Kick the left leg back. Reach the right arm forward. Get long. Extend the limbs out to the side. And then go ahead. Pulse that leg. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. Release. Awesome job. Here we go. Right leg kicks back. Left arm reaches forward. Extend the limbs to the side. Let's pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. Release. Excellent. Curl the toes under. Press back. Down dog. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Gorilla pose again. Step on the palms of your hands. Drop your head. Lift your tailbone. Give it all a little shimmy shake. Keep breathing. And then release your hands, heel toe your feet together to touch. With a gentle bend in your knees, start to stand. Sweep your arms out and up, interlacing the fingers, palms to the sky, grow tall. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, over to the right as deeply as you can go, and then back to center, lengthening over to the left, lengthening it out. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Release, interlace your fingers behind your back. Look up. See how far back you can go. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you stand tall. Tuck your chin, bend your knees, fold it forward, all the way down. Forward fold. Nose in tight to your knees. Release your hands, halfway lift. Bring your fingers to the mat if they're not. And once again, we're going to lift the right leg out to the right side. And this time, you guessed it, we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the right foot next to the left. And we'll switch sides. Left leg lifts up, pulsing gracefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Return that foot to the mat. Squat down into your chair pose. Bring your triceps next to your ears. Take an inhale as you sink even deeper. On the exhale, bring your hands to your heart, and we're going to add a little twist here. So bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, dropping the hips even lower, pressing the top hand into the bottom. Perhaps you gaze up here. Keep breathing. And then release your hands, straighten your legs as you fold forward. Heel toe your feet apart about hip width distance. And your peace fingers, your first 2 fingers, are going to wrap around your big toes. Find a halfway lift here to get long from the crown of your head to your tail. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, drop it. Forward fold. Swaying side to side, front to back. Release your hands, heel toe your feet back together to touch. Drop the hips into that chair pose. Sweep the arms up, triceps glued next to your ears. Drop it as low as you can. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll twist the opposite direction. sinking the hips low, lifting the heart up as high as you can. Maybe you turn your gaze to the sky, maybe not. It's all good, you keep breathing. Remember that mantra, I plant seeds of love. My thoughts are my seeds. What I plant, I become. Release. Straighten your legs. Rise up. Bring your hands together to touch overhead and bend back. Come to center in swan dive, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog and walk it out. Fingers are spread wide, rooted into your hands. Pressing the heels down towards the mat, bring your feet together to touch and lift the right leg straight back the height of your hip. Toes point down. See if you could draw a straight line from the pinky toe towards the mat. I'm just going to chill out here, calmly breathing. And then walk your hands halfway up your mat so your standing foot is completely flat. Keep working that right leg, pressing it back. Keep breathing. And then walk your hands all the way back to that standing foot, pressing the right heel away from you. Another opportunity to explore balance, grabbing the ankle with one hand or two hands, or maybe not. Keep breathing. Hands to the mat if they're not. Keep the leg lifted, walk back, three-legged dog. Maybe you lift that left arm up off of the mat. Maybe you extend the legs out to the side. Calm breathing. Return everything to the mat. Excellent job. We're going to switch sides. Left leg kicks back, pressing the heel away from you, pointing the toes to the mat. Nice and strong, smooth and calm breath. When you're ready, walk your hands halfway up your mat. Standing foot is flat, left heel is active, leg is pressing away from you. You got this, keep breathing. Walk your hands all the way back to that standing foot. Playing around with balance if it feels inviting to you, otherwise you skip it. One hand can grab the ankle, two hands can grab the ankle. Bring your hands to the mat if they're not. Keep the left leg lifted as you walk back, three-legged dog. Lifting the right arm up off of the mat. Maybe extending the limbs out to the side. Keep breathing. Return everything to the mat. Excellent job. Drop to your knees. Come on down to your forearms. You can keep your palms flat or go ahead and interlace your fingers, you decide. And then straighten those legs. So we'll come into a low plank here. Pulling the belly up and in, pressing the heels away from you. Bring your feet together to touch. And then we're going to take that right foot and step it out to the right side. And then bring your feet back together. Left foot to the left side. Bring it back. So this is our flow. You got it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure you're breathing. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Keep going as you can. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. Drop the hips. Release the hands if they're interlaced. Look up. Inhale. Exhale. Roll all the way down. One ear to the mat, arms long at your sides, palms down. Pick your shoulders up and roll them down your back. And then turn the other cheek to the mat. Turn your chin to face the mat. Turn the palms of your hands down to face the mat. Press your toenails into the mat. And then lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the thighs. Lift the arms, reaching the fingers to the back of the mat. If you'd like, interlace your fingers, reach the knuckles to the back of the mat. Turn your gaze down to protect your neck and keep breathing. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, release everything down. Hands next to your shoulders, roll up, cobra pose. Press back, child's pose. Thighs touch. Arms long at your sides, forehead on the mat. And if you like to do that little rock side to side, feel free. And then come on up, find a seat in the center of your mat. Bringing your feet hip-width distance apart, hands parallel, shoulder width distance apart, and gently just start to unroll. Laying flat down on your back. If there's something in your hair, you can take it out so that you can get a little more comfortable. And from here, we're going to come right into bridge pose. So you can measure it off. Middle finger touches the backs of the heels if that works in your body. And then slowly lift the hips and roll up one vertebrae at a time. You can keep your arms long on the mat, or you interlace the fingers, scooch the shoulders a little closer, pressing down into your feet, lift your hips up. If it feels good, you could lift your heels up off of the mat. If not, you drop them. Stay connected to your breathing. If you'd like, you could lift the right leg, point the toes to the sky. We'll calmly breathe here. The leg is lifted, return it, lifting the left leg. Release the leg if it's lifted. Press down into your feet to lift your hips as high as you can. Releasing the hands if they're interlaced. And very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, unroll. If your heels are lifted, they are the last to land. Nice and gentle. Hips, then heels. And when you reach the mat, you could widen your feet and knock your knees together, or you bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Knees open wide, one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Breath is slow and deep in and out of your nose. Your mind can return to that affirmation. I plant seeds of love. My thoughts are seeds. What I plant, I become. My thoughts are seeds. I plant what I love. When you're ready, open your eyes. Gently bring your thighs back together to touch. And you can hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Make little circles one direction and then the other. And then from here, we're going to do scissor legs. So point the right toes to the sky. You can reach up, grab the shin or the ankle, and then straighten that left leg. It hovers about 2 to 4 inches off the mat. Knee to your nose, and then switch sides. Knee to nose. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, sure you can, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's it. Hug your knees into your chest, And then drop your feet to the mat. Cross the right leg tightly over the left, squeezing your thighs. Lift your feet up off the mat and reach up, grab your heels. Drop your head, relax. And then you're just very gently pulling the heels in towards the armpits, right? For a cow face on your back. This should feel really good. And then gently release your feet and we'll just switch sides. Left knee on the top, gently grabbing the heels, making sure the head is resting on the mats. Just guiding the heels in towards the armpits, so there's no real forcing or pulling here. Gracefully release your feet, hugging your knees into your chest. And then this time, we're gonna rock and roll a couple times, massage out your spine, building up enough momentum to come on up to a seat, and then lengthen your legs long in front of you on the mat. And we'll do a half cow face, sitting up. So cross your right knee on top of your left, sit up tall, take an inhale. And as you exhale, just drape yourself over your legs. Dropping your head. No forcing, no pushing, no pulling, just a melting into it. And then slowly come on up and we'll switch sides. Right leg goes long, left knee crosses over the right, sitting tall, take an inhale. And as you exhale, you just drape your body across your legs. Come on up to a seat, straighten both legs. You can give them a little shake if you'd like. And then your toes touch and point. Bring your hands a few inches beyond your hips. Fingers point toward your toes. And then lift the hips up as high as you can, pressing the soles of the feet down towards the mat. If it's okay on your neck, drop your head, lifting up, calm breathing here. You got this. Take a deep inhale and lift up a little bit higher. On the exhale, lower it all the way down to the mat. Drop down onto your forearms and then lay all the way down flat on your back. Bring your arms out like a T. Bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, and then cross the right leg tightly over the left. Lift your hips up and scooch them over to the left edge of your mat. Dropping your knees to the left, you turn your gaze to the right. Softening here, take a deep inhale and a sigh. Connected to the Ujjayi breathing, flowing smoothly and deeply in and out of your nose. Turning the palms of the hands up to face the sky if they're not. Gracefully lift that right arm up, reaching across, stretching through the shoulders, touch the hands, and then very beautifully just glide the right fingers across your body, coming all the way back to the right. And if that felt really good and you want to do it a second time, feel free, or else you skip it. Reaching across, hands touch, and then just gracefully gliding it back, opening up. And then come back to center, uncross, realign your body. Left leg squeezes over the right, lifting the hips, scooching them to the left edge of your mat. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Shoulders are glued to the mat. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. If you'd like, you start to reach the left arm up and across, hands touch, and then just beautifully glide it back. Opening up. And we'll do it one more time. Reach up and over, lengthening it out, and then bringing it all the way back. Bring your legs back to center, uncross, realign your body, hug your knees in tight to your chest. Moment of gratitude. Think of one thing you're grateful for. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Exhale, Shavasana. So you set it up, taking your time here. Toes fall out to the sides. Palms of the hands reach up towards the sky. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. Allowing your body to soften. Bringing your awareness to your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet. Feel them melt. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves melt. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones sink into the mat. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs sink. Feel your entire spinal column, one vertebrae at a time, just gently fall into the mat. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart gently beats in your chest. All of the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers, those tiny bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, and eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. You plant seeds every single day in the world and in others. With every thought you think and every word you speak and every action you take, you have influence. You are making a dent in the universe, and you matter in a very real way. Every leaf that grows will tell you what you sow will bear fruit. So if you have any sense, my friend, don't plant anything but love. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste. Gift yourself a few more moments relaxing here in Shavasana.